Okay, Ruler, settle down. Ruler School is brought to you by Odyssey Games, where you can go to get pre-orders of all the upcoming Force of Will sets, as well as releases of previous sets after they come out, as well as FowlLibrary.com, a wonderful resource for deck lists, article discussions, and more. Check them out at FowlLibrary.com, as well as these amazing patrons. Special thanks to guest lecturer member Vite Ramen. Thank you for your support. Class is in session. Hey there, Rulers. DMO73 here, bringing you the deck profile for Tyler's Belial Token Spam. This is a deck designed to throw out as many tokens as possible to try to finish your opponent off, and really not use anything else. We're just trying to kill our opponent quick. It is very aggressive, and then flip over a Sema and turn her off very quickly. That's kind of the whole point of the deck. Tyler just wanted to build a deck that was turn things sideways, and so he certainly has built it here. We're using Belial because of his benefit to tokens in this deck, significantly more than anything else. And then also the fact that he flips and generates tokens is really, really nice. And then we're taking advantage of the Bane with a Stemma to be able to keep our hand filled and everything else, because there's really not a ton in the deck itself to be able to kind of keep its card advantage up. So we're relying on a Stemma a lot for that. And this deck also is kind of aggressively flipping a Stemma as well, to be able to set up multiple card draws and, again, get you down to 0 very quickly and then just turn off the game. So, obviously, stone-wise, we're playing 4 Adoraktia's Memoria, 4 Six Sage Stones, and I saw he was playing Erythropia in the game that you saw on the stream, or on the channel, but ultimately he decided to swap those to Heat Rays. You could easily play 1 Heat Ray and 1 Black-Red Scorched Bales, just to kind of give yourself Black-Red guaranteed on 2, but that's, ultimately your choice. Only Resonators in the deck, we're playing 2 copies of Virgil to be able to kill our own ruler, 2 copies of Charlotte to be able to grab that Charlotte's Light Transformation magic from the RFG, from the exile, or sorry, the outside of game. And then 2 copies of Flames of the Outer World / Satan. We're using it for the Flames of the Outer World side because it's really nice, because you can grab it off of your Astema God's Art, which searches. So while you're searching for your Inferno, you can just put Flames of the Outer World on the chase, which is really nice. And now, token generation. 4 copies of Beginning of a Fairy Tale, 4 copies of Prideful Rule, 3 copies of Spurting Rabbit Dash, 2 copies of Swarming Cthulhu, 4 copies of Choir of Angels, and just to add insult to injury, he was playing 4 copies of Kyric's Training Ground, just to make these tokens absolutely gigantic. To not have to worry about anything, we're just going to go ahead and say Belial's Rule. We're going to cast this super easy and keep your board clear so that my tokens can get in for lethal. We have Prideful Fire for some nice spot removal. It is also a nice way to be able to kill your own Astema if you're in that situation, like you saw during the match, to potentially set up Satan. 2 copies of Gradius to turn off Astema when she's a J-Ruler. 3 copies of Inferno, and then 3 copies of Charlotte Transformation Magic to be able to also turn off Astema when she's on her J-Ruler side. So this deck is very different. It is just all in aggressive. That's kind of what it wants to be doing. It is very fun to play against. It is very fun to play. So check it out if you want to just throw a million different types of tokens at your opponent and enjoy that way. So that's it for this. Again, huge thanks to Tyler for shipping us this deck list and for playing it on the channel. Let us know in the comment sections what your thoughts are, or what you would do different, or what other kinds of tokens you would try to generate in this deck. And until next time, this is DMO73 saying, class dismissed.